athletes, my name is Kalee and I am the sport director for Special Olympics New Jersey, and today I'm going to share a fitness activity with you as part of the Total Body Challenge. So today we're going to do a total body workout, meaning it'll target our full body, and it's a quick one. It'll only take about 15 minutes. So here's what we're looking at. We're looking at a 15-minute workout that is as many rounds as possible of these activities. So we have a 1-minute taps, 10 air squats, and 5 push-ups. And you're going to go through each of those, and then you're going to repeat that cycle as many times as you can for 15 minutes. So before we get into the workout, a few things to remember. Having a cell phone or a stopwatch handy so you can keep track of the time is helpful. So I've set the cell phone for 15 minutes, so that way I know how long I'm working out. And then another important thing is that we need to warm up before we jump into our activity. So I'm going to take you through some brief warm-ups, and then we'll get into the actual workout itself. So for warm-ups, since we're doing a total body workout, we want to make sure that we're warming up our whole body. So our upper body, our lower body, and even part of our core. So a good way to start and get that heart rate up and get your blood flowing is to do a jog in place. So with that, we just want to jog as if we're jogging down the street, but we're going to stay right in place. And you can go as slow or as fast as you want. So you can go slower and maybe just do marches, or you can go faster and really run quickly in place. And then after a little while, we're going to transition into another total body workout, which is our warm-up, which is a jumping jack. So we want to jump up, arms up, feet out, jump in, jump out, jump in. And if you can't jump right now, or you need to make some modifications, you can always raise the arms up and step out, step in, step out, step in. That's a variation on a jumping jack. Another great warm-up for you to do is squats. We're working on some squats today in our actual workout, so it's really good to warm up the legs and the lower body before we get into the actual exercise. So for squats, you're going to want to take about a hip distance stance, so feet under your hips, and then you're going to want to drop down until your legs are about parallel with the ground, meaning they run the same way as the ground, about 90 degrees. Knees behind the toes, and we'll just do a few of these to really get the blood flowing in our lower body, keeping our head up. You can put your arms out for a little added balance. Do a few of those until your legs are feeling really warm. And then finally, we want to make sure we get our upper body warmed up because we're doing some push-ups today. So we want to do some nice big arm circles forward to start, and then move them backward. And you can add in some little arm circles forward and some little arm circles backward. You can do that for about 3 to 5 minutes. All of those different warm-up activities for about 3 to 5 minutes until you're feeling like you're really warmed up and you're ready to jump into the exercises and really work those muscles. So the first exercise that we're going to do is taps, 1-minute taps. So for the taps, you just need to find something around your house to tap up on. So this can be a book, this can be an Amazon box. We probably have a lot of these hanging around our houses right now. So find anything kind of low like this, and you just will put it on the ground. I have my 15-minute timer set, so I'm going to start my timer when I start my taps. So to start out with taps, we're going to just tap our feet up on top of the box or on top of the book or whatever you're using. And you can go whatever pace works for you. If you need to modify, if you have an injury or you're just starting to get back into working out, or if you're like me and you're 6 months pregnant, you may need to modify these activities a little bit. So instead of going really quickly on the taps, you can always just tap up, nice and slow, and pick up the pace as you're feeling more comfortable. We always want to make sure that we're maintaining good breathing. You can challenge your breathing, but you never want to be completely out of breath. So go at a pace that works for you. So we're going to do taps for 1 minute, keeping an eye on our timer. We have about 20 seconds left. Nice and easy taps. And again, modify if you need to come down a little bit. Go a little slower. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to transition into our squats. So we have 10 squats that we're going to do. And if you remember from the warm-up, same exact position, feet about hip distance apart. We're going to squat down as far as we can go, making sure our knees stay behind our toes, You can put your arms up if you need to add that balance. We're gonna make sure we get to 10. Okay, last one here, and 10. And now 5 push-ups. So push-ups are a great exercise because you can do them with whatever modification you need. There's a lot of variations of push-ups that can be done. So we want to do 5, and you can switch it up. If you get into the push-ups and you realize that you're having trouble doing all 5 a certain way, then go ahead and make a modification. Make sure that you can get those 5 in with good form. That's really the key here. So we want to make sure for a full push-up that we are coming down into a plank position, up on our toes. Our arms and our hands are directly under our shoulders, and our elbows, we want to stay in toward our sides. We don't want flailing elbows when we do push-ups. So elbows in towards your sides, and you're going to lower down all at once. So your whole body goes down at once and comes up and down and up. If you need to modify that a little bit, you can always drop down to your knees for push-ups. So it's the same exact position up front, hands about at your chest, right under your shoulders, and again, elbows tucked into the sides. But this time, we're gonna put our knees down on the ground. I like to pick my feet up a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and go down and up, keeping our head neutral spine, and up. And if those are still a little bit too difficult, you can always transition to a wall push-up. So with that, all you have to do is find a nice sturdy wall. You're going to want to keep your arms about at that same position, so at chest level, straight out. And you're going to step your feet back a little bit so you're leaning up against the wall. And you're going to push in and push out. Push in and push out. And so you'll do that for 5 times, however many you can do in whatever position. You want to make sure you're getting 5 in. And again, don't be afraid to modify in the middle. You can start out with full push-ups, transition to knee push-ups, or transition from knee to wall push-ups. So again, we're going to do that for 15 total minutes. You're going to go through all 3 of those exercises as many times as you can in 15 minutes. And don't forget to stretch and cool down when you're done. Thank you so much for joining me for today's fitness activity, and make sure to record your code word, which is LION, L-I-O-N. So log that to earn your points for the Total Body Challenge. Remember to stay active, and thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.